Check if you have all the right equipment in front of you before you begin creating your Henny Wagenbreth inspired cutting. You will need one glue stick, a pencil if you are going to draw onto your coloured paper. You will need a pair of scissors. Lastly, you will need one piece of coloured card for your background and a piece of coloured paper either to draw your design on or one that already has a design printed on there already. You only need to fold your design template in half. To make sure it is perfectly folded in half, hold one side of your paper with one hand and squeeze it tightly. Squeezing it tightly on one side of the paper will help it to line up perfectly to create a mirror line down the centre of your square. If you are drawing your own design, start by creating a border first. Think carefully about how complex your border will be. Avoid adding small patterns in your border as you will find this difficult to cut out unless you use a scalpel. Do rotate your square if you need to when you are drawing. By rotating your square, you will find you do not need to stretch your arm when you are drawing. When you are stretching too much, you won't be able to control your pencil as easily as you would if you just rotated your square. Start cutting near the fold first. Rotate your square as you cut. Doing this will help you to avoid twisting your wrist when you are trying to get to difficult areas. When you are cutting curves, turn your paper as you cut instead of twisting your wrist to cut in a curved motion. To cut any large areas, you will need to fold the paper where you want to make a cut. Cut a small slit in the paper, unfold it, and then carefully poke a hole into the split. Make sure your slit and your hole goes through both sides of the paper. After you have done this, you can cut a large chunk out of your paper. This makes it easier to get to curved edges. The most important part of this task is to not cut through the design itself. Open it up to reveal your symmetrical art. Glue the back of your artwork with the Pritt stick and glue it to the coloured card you have chosen. Finish by writing your name and form on the back. If you complete one before the end of the lesson, do another piece of work, this time switching the complementary colours around.